All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Feels so good to be back on the Project 40 Knowledge of Learning session. How are you doing? How have you been? I trust you are doing fantastic. Fantastic. All right. I'm so excited this evening simply because today's edition promises to be a very, very unique edition. Okay. Promises to be a very, very unique edition. And I'm so glad you could all make it. I think we have a perfect forum already. We have a perfect forum already. And I think it's time for us to get started. Okay, and today's session, I have a very good friend of mine. It's a brother, a business partner, a fellow Pan-African believer, and he's from Burkina Faso, and I'll be welcoming him very shortly. And I'm so delighted he could create time. I've dreamt, I wanted to bring him on board season, okay, when we had the first season of the Project 40 Knowledge Hub. I wanted to bring him on board, but he was very, very busy. It's typically very difficult to get him, to come live, because he has one of the largest followership on YouTube when it comes to African knowledge providers. And he's someone I think I encourage you all listen to me today to go search on YouTube. And one thing that really drove me so close to this great friend of mine is the fact that he speaks French and he speaks English. That is wonderful assets there, okay? If there is anything I want to encourage any of you listening to me today, you've got to broaden your language skills. Language is magic, okay? Language is magic. So much you can achieve when you develop the capacity to speak great business, languages that have great business and economic value. Okay, so welcome everyone. Where are you watching and listening from today? Okay, let's make it quick, interactive. How have you been? So just quickly on the chat column, just quickly, let us meet you and just tell us where you are watching and listening from, okay? You're very welcome. Jasper, I believe Jasper is listening in from Accra, Ghana, one of the very faithful members of the Project 40 Knowledge of doing great things in the city of Accra. And Diaby Mandy, you're welcome. Bienvenue, je suis très content aujourd'hui. And I'm sure you're probably listening in from Burkina Faso. I'm not sure. Kindly just indicate where you're listening from. Then I can see Roland. Okay, Roland, I'm glad you are better than good. Nice one. So Roland, where are you listening from? Okay, and of course, Mariam and Bobo from Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you, Ajia, Mariam and Bobo, for joining in today. Yes, Jasper from Accra, Ghana. Oh, beautiful, Mr. Adedigba Bolade from Ibadan, Nigeria. Then, oh, Roland is from Togo. Beautiful. I hope to meet you on one of these trips of mine to Togo very soon. Thank you so much, Roland, for joining us. Today, I can see J Money. This guy has got a lot of money to give us today. From the name, I can tell. J Money is joining from Abuja, Nigeria. Then, hello, Pat. Thank you, Pat, so much for joining us. And Pat is also joining from Abuja, Nigeria. I have Marcos. Marcos is joining from Benin. Welcome. Zinga, thank you, Zinga. Whoa, Zinga is joining from Ouedraogo. Beautiful. The city of the great. Whoa, Danwita from Senegal. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Merci bien. Merci beaucoup. I have Naza from. I congratulate every one of you for today, because every one of you, including myself, we are about to end 2022 on a very strong note with some very that our guest speaker today. So I said we have a good core already. There is no point waiting any further. The beautiful thing is that other editions were being recorded, and for those that couldn't join live, can always watch a replay. Okay, can always watch a replay. All right. So, guest speaker today is online with us. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome Coach Simon all the way from Ouedraogo, Burkina Faso. Coach Simon, you are most welcome. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Abioye. It's a real pleasure for me to be talking to you today. It's a great day. I'm so excited. And I greet all the participants from all over the world, from the 4 points. I give them my best wishes to everyone. And I'm so glad and happy to be here today with you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Coach Simon. I have 5 powerful questions for you today. Then I will also encourage our participants to also ask you 1 or 2 questions in the process. All right. Now, you are like a goldfish that most Africans have not even discovered yet, because a goldfish typically is not supposed to have an hiding place. And I think you've been hiding for too long, especially for we that we are in the Anglophone region of Africa. I know most Francophone, they are enjoying you so much, and as a matter of fact, I need to also challenge you that you need to produce a whole lot of content also in English on your YouTube channel, and a good number of our community members that checked out your channel today, I encourage them to check it out. They were blown away, especially with that short clip you did about everybody being a star and how to connect ourselves. I watched that clip. It was fantastic. So please kindly tell us, who is Coach Simon?
Thank you so much. Before any word, let me thank you one more time. Thank you, Doctor. It has been a great pleasure for me to be meeting you for my first time in Ivory Coast, and after that, I came in Abuja. We have had great time together. Our spiritual time, we have had business time, and even if more than business, friendship time. I even went to your home with your family, and I can't forget about this time I had in Abuja with you, and I've learned a lot from you and your brothers and everyone who are working with you in Lifestyle Hub. So I can't forget this journey. I have learned a lot. So to be back to the question. Work. Hello. Okay, I'm in personal development, but mine, I went to study mental science. They call it metaphysics. That means human brain, human soul, human spirit. I went to study that and learn more about the invisible world of a human being, because all what we can see in human being is 1%. The 99% is hidden. Why not to be focused on 99% instead of taking all our life in 1%? All what we can see in human being represents 1% of his being. So the 99% is hidden. You can't see your soul. You can't see your mind. You can't see your spirit. Even if your head, your bones, you do not see. All what you can see is your skin. 1%. So I said that it's very important to be focused on what I cannot see. That means 99%. That's why I went to study more about our mind, how we think, our soul, and our spirit. And today I teach people in metaphysical domain for every one of us to know that every one of us is unique. So that's why they said we are created at the image of God, and they said God is one. So we are one like God, but we are here to express ourselves. We are here to give our best to the world. So in one word, I am around to enlighten and to empower every one of people I meet, for them to know that they are unique, that everyone can succeed in this world. No matter how numerous we are, everyone, every human being is special. So this is my mission. This is what I'm doing around the world. And I'm so excited to be here. Yeah.
Wow. Powerful.
Great.
I don't know if what you just said right now, your introduction for me, it's a course on its own. I feel like ending this program right now and tell all my colleagues on this call that let us go and reflect over our 99% self.
Great.
Powerful. I'm sure I need to quickly book you for another section sometime next year. Okay, I will
Great.
ensure I give you good notice so that we can talk about mental physics. We can talk about the unseen ops and how we can make the best of it. And I will need you to use this same knowledge of yours, because knowledge is powerful. Okay.
Yeah.
And before we talk about how to end 2022 strong, the first question or the second question today I would like to ask you is, what are the factors that you have observed, okay, in your journey as a personal development coach, that prevent most entrepreneurs and workplace professionals from achieving their annual goals and targets? We start the year in January, we come up with those resolutions, we are all very excited, then voila, when it's last quarter, everybody's spirit is down. Okay, and how can we mitigate this kind of obstacles that prevent us from achieving our goals for the year, obstacles that kills our momentum? Okay, how can we defeat this obstacle, Coach Simon?
Okay, thank you so much, because hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, about this question, let me tell all the audience, all the people are listening to us today that with my experience, when people come to me complaining and telling that, okay, I failed, I made failure, I used to ask them, did you reach 1,600? Because 1,600 is my preferred number. 1,600. 1,600. I used to put it on I write 1,000 like this, 1,600. This is the number. Okay, 1,600. And this is what I used to tell to my people. I just saw them. Have you failed 1,600 times? They said no. And I told them, Thomas Edison, before he came to give us light, electrical power, how many times he failed for us to be sitting on the light? Everywhere you go around the world, we have light on the road, we have light in our room, we need light. But I used to remind them that this guy called Thomas Edison failed 1,600 times. So, and all the people I meet, they sometimes fail just 2 times or 3 times. And the most courageous one, they fail 10 times. And they gave up. They say, okay, this is obstacle. It is too difficult. And I told them, unless you do not consider what you are doing as big thing, if what you are doing is so serious, you do not count how many times you fail. The only one thing you want is positive result. Unless you are kidding with your life, unless you are kidding with your goals, if you do not meet success in what you are doing, do not count the number of times you fail. I have no time to know how many times I myself, I fail. I do not count. I want one thing and only one thing. I want to succeed. That's why what I want your people and my friend here to know that is obstacle. I even read a book that said obstacle is a way. If what you are doing, if you do not meet obstacle, difficulty, that means you are kidding. How many times a baby will fall and raise and fall and raise before he start walking? Look, go and we want to have something, some positive thing in the world. We want God to be happy with us. We want God to say, wow, here is my son. If we really want God to call us his son, we do not give up anything. We do not give up anything. But I told people that if your dream is big enough, you will never, never give up. So in one word, I want every one of us to have big dream and dream that can save the world, dream that can go beyond their needs. So you have to have more money than your need, because what you are looking for, if you gain it, if it's not more than what you need, you will be like a greedy people. So ask for God for more money than you need. At that time, you will be useful. You will be helping people around you. So here is my answer. Thank you so much. I don't know if doctor is around. Okay, and I can continue talking before he came back because I do not see doctor. But and all the people are coming to me. I sometimes see that human being before they fix. Okay, doctor is back. I think doctor is back. Hello, doctor. Are you back? Okay, so, okay, I see many questions, many people. Welcome, coach. Thank you so much. Mariama, Bobo, and I see Bukola, everyone. So I will be greeting everyone. I'm waiting for our doctor to come back. Okay, okay, great. So let's say that I have been coaching and teaching more 1,000 people per year and per month. Every time I go public, I used to talk to 2,000 people, sometimes more than 3,000 people. The minimum is 200, but I try to study the mentality of all people I meet. And when people come to me saying, oh, Coach Simon, I want to succeed, I want to carry out my dream, I used to ask them question. Do you look like your dream? This is a question I used to ask people. Because if you are Black, or for example, if your goals is Black, you have to be Black like your goals. If you are, your goals is white, you have to be white like your goals. If you want to be rich, if you want more money, you have to have more money in your mind, more money in your spirit, more money in your soul before the physical more money will come in your hand. That's why one great guy said, they call him Bob Proctor. He said, if you do not got it here in your mind, you will never got it in your hand. But most people are made, they do not have success in the bone. They do not have success in the spirit. They do not have success in the soul. And they want success in the home or in the hand. It can be done. unless you have success in your mind, in your spirit, you will never experience success in your physical life. Because at the beginning, in my introduction, I told you that all what we can see, even including money, represent one person, including physical money, everything you can see. But what about what we do not see? So let's take care of what we do not see. For what we want to see to be clear and real. So thank you so much for this question. And I don't know if you have another question or if I have to continue developing the first one. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay, because before I start, I think that let me be back to you. I think that okay, doctor said he's having some technical problem, but he sent me some question. Let me read the question. Doctor said, what are 5 strategies or way we can deploy to achieve some of our 2022 goals and end the year strong? Okay. He want me to give you 5 strategies to end the year strong. Okay, before Dr. come, I will be answering this question. As far as I'm concerned, I am all-time ahead of 3 or 4 years. That means we are in 2022. I am living in 2024. It's my strategy. And I want you to adopt this strategy, and it will work for you. And it will work for anyone who wants to succeed. That's me. We are about to enter in 2023. That means everything starts with one paper and a pen. Okay. Your future can be summarized here. Look at it. You see, I'm showing you just a one sheet of paper and a pen. To succeed in your life, you just need one sheet of paper and a pen and a quiet place with a quiet mind to write down everything you want in your life first. Because it said that if you write down your vision, your goals, what you want to carry out in your life, if you write all of them down in a sheet of paper, it is already 50% done. Let me repeat myself. I said that, for example, if you want to carry out big dreams, I don't know how many dreams or goals you have in your life, but unless you put all your goals on a paper, unless you have all your goals in the sheet of paper, even God cannot come and help you, because it seems like you're still kidding with your own goals. You have to have your goals in the sheet of paper. Most of the people go and buy news to read every day, every morning. They watch TV, CNN, BBC, to fill their mind with some fake news. And when you ask them, who do you want to be in the next 5, 10, 20 years coming? The guy is blue. He does not know what to say. From now on, you and me, the minimum thing you have to carry out with you, you have to carry your goals with you. Write it down. What do you really, really, really want in your life? In the short range vision and the long range vision, you have to know that. If you do not know your vision in the short time and your vision in the long time, you are in one word, you are lost. So that's why my strategy for you to end 2022 under your by smiling is, first of all, write what you want down. And secondly, read every day what you want. And thirdly, visualize every day what you really want. And number 4, go to put in action what you really want. And number 5, be really ready to receive what you want. You have to be ready to receive what you want. You have to put in action what you really want. You have to be visualizing every time what you really want. You have to be reading every time what you really want. You have to write down on the sheet of paper what you really want. 5-step, 5 strategy that doctor asked me to give to you. Number 1, write down everything you want. Number 2, read every day what you really want. Number 3, visualize every time what you really want. Number 4, you have to put in action what you want, because nothing will come from the sky to you. And number 5, be ready to receive your success. I know what I'm talking about. I met lots of people. They have the plan, they work hard, but mentally, they are not ready to receive and express their success. If you fear your own success, how success can come to you? Success is like a lady. You can fear a lady and you want her to have children for you. No, it can't be done. You have to take carry her in your hand and even kiss your wife or your lover for her to have children for you. Success is like this. You have to accept your success, embrace your success, take care of your success, accept your success, and your success will come to you. Wow. Thank you so much.
Wow, yeah. Wow. Powerful. Write down what you want. Read, intensively about what you want achieved before the end of the year. Visualize, Visualize you achieving that, just take yourself on a trip to December 31st and imagining yourself being so delighted at how well you've been able to achieve what you wanted for 2022. Then put to action, because action is critical, And of course, you've got to be ready to receive your success. Powerful tip there, Coach Simon. Now, before I move to my next question for you, still on this 5 points, I will need you to talk to us about the power of visualization. How powerful can it be?
Yeah, thank you so much. And they said, you have to see in your mind what you really want. The visualization is so powerful. If you are not able to create image of first of yourself and secondly of what you want to have in your life, I am really sorry, but you will not be able to carry out your dream. See, so that's why every time I teach people, I want, for example, because some people do not know what visualization means. Imagine you want a car. You just say, I want a car. You will never reach it. You have to know what kind of car I want, what is the color of the car I want, and what type, because the car have a lot of series, 2021, 19. You have to know the years of your car, the color of this car, and the map. And even go to the showroom and enter in the car, for example, to have all details in your mind. And when you're sitting down at your home, even if at your bed, you see it as a movie. I used to help people to write down the movies of their life. because we are actor of the cinema of our life. Life is a cinema, and you are the principal actor or actress. You have to know what role to play. Before the public see the movie, all the team have seen the movie minimum 10 times, because you have to write down the scenario and go to put the movie in action and do the montage. During the montage, you will go special action, everything, dressing, everything. And you see the movie. For example, if I go in cinema to project my movie, people are excited, but I am not excited because I made the movie. You will never see an actor or a realizer in the cinema. He's exciting with the people who are discovering the film for the first time. No, they are just sitting, waiting for people's reaction, because they know that at the first minute, this is what we put in the film. At the third minute, this is the action that those who work on the film know the film before. So, but most people are excited or surprised of their own success. When people tell me that, okay, I thank God, I didn't know that I will succeed, I used to tell them, you will go back in your first step. If you didn't know you will succeed, that means your success is not yours. It's not yours. You did not know that your wife is pregnant and you are able to carry this baby. That's not yours. You have to know that your wife is pregnant for you to be ready to know even the sex of your child before his birth. You have to do that in your life. So your life is a movie. You are the principal actor, and you have to see the film of your life every day. Like you have seen Jack Bauer, or you have seen Fast and Furious. There are a lot of films, you know the film. When you say Fast and Furious, Jack Bauer, Prison Break, most of the young people know that. They even know all the actors by heart. But about his life, he do not know. He does not know what role he is playing in his life. He do not have the movie of his life. So visualization is so powerful. Thank you so much, Doctor, by being back on this question, because people really need to know more about this question to live a happy life. Nothing must surprise you. Nothing. Only your death must surprise you, because you cannot program your own death. But death, your life beyond to God. So all what you can ask to God is for God to protect you and keep you alive. The rest is up to you to do it.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful. You know, there is one quick exercise I would like every one of us to do right now. You know, I just want every one of you, where you are seated, just close your eyes. Just close your eyes and just imagine that God just gave you the absolute right to produce the movie of your life. And you are to write the script. Okay, you are the script writer. 30 seconds. Just imagine the kind of right said to you that anything you write, it's what will manifest for you. How will your script be? What kind of life would you visualize and vision for yourself? That is a summary of what Coach Simon just said to us now. Okay, that is the summary.
With you.
Sorry?
I myself was doing the exercise, and it's so powerful.
Exactly. I had to quickly cut us short because I really don't want us to go too deep into it. Okay, but it's an exercise I want every one of us to do tonight before you sleep. My life today was a fantasy. Okay, I've started fantasizing already how I my life at age 45. Okay, so what that simply means is that, you know, I just like to use the word visualize. script for the next 5 years already. What I want, because God has given us the free will to make that happen, like Coach Simon rightly said. Okay, now still on that visualization, successful. Okay, there is no way a negative, no activity, so on and so forth, it will be very difficult for you to effectively visualize, because everything you think of, you attract. You attract your thoughts. Every one of us today, we are product of our thoughts. What is the quality of your thought? There is no way we can end 2022 strong, okay, with a very negative thought process. Coach Simon, on the fourth tip you gave us on ending 2022 strong, you spoke about action. Action. Sometimes we could act in error. Sometimes we could progress in error, okay? And you've said that we need to take action after we've written it down, we've read about it, we visualized, we need to act. So we have to, so what are the, what kind of actions do you think can help us manifest that which we've written down?
Okay, thank you so much. So imagine that in our movie, we want to have movie, for example, movie of swimming. So the action must be in water. But most people have their dream, but the action do not look like their dream. So your action have to be like your dream, and they call it positive action. Imagine that I want money. There are many ways to have money. You have to undertake positive action to have your money. Do not do what is wrong. So there are some negative action and positive action. I want all of you to do what they call positive action first, and to never forget that in the word attraction, we have action. Because most people want to follow the law of attraction, and they think they can attract everything in their life, forgetting that in the word attraction, we have action. You read down attraction. You can never attract what you did not act to get. In the word attraction, we have action, but most people are not people of action. They are talking and saying, oh, we are going to get rich by God's grace if God wants. But you see the day, they are not action. So you cannot attract what you do not act. You act and you attract. You attract what you act. So action is really powerful. That's why I'm a metaphysical people. I read the Bible, I read Quran, I read Torah. But one day when I was reading the Bible, I have seen in James, I don't know the verse by heart, but it's written in James that the word, those who are saying the word are deceiving themselves, because God do not want to deceive yourself by word, but put your word in your action together. So that if you are focused on word and prayer only, you are deceiving yourself. You have to put everything in action. Prayer plus action equal results. But most people are not people of action. I can even say that action without prayer, you can have some slow results. But prayer without action is a noise before defeat. Action without prayer, you can have slow results. But prayer without action, it's a noise before your defeat. But here in Africa, we have people of prayer with no action. That's the noise before their defeat. But if you really want to succeed, mix your prayer, mix your vision with your action. and it will be powerful. So thank you so much. Action is powerful.
Absolutely. You know, Coach Simon, there was this great man in Nigeria. He was called MKO Abioye. You know,
Okay.
and there's only thing I remember this man for one of his quotes. He said, hard work is prayer in action. Hard work is prayer in action. You know, and I totally agree with you that it's very important that we act, because c'est très important, c'est très obligatoire. Now, Coach Simon, your second point, you said read. Okay.
Yeah.
You do me a favor. I know you've read a lot of books. If you are to recommend your top 3 books that you feel if we can do a crash reading on between now and let's say 25th of December, it could greatly inspire our action, because what knowledge does is that knowledge helps to guide our action so that we can act towards the right purpose. Okay. Please, I know you are a very generous person by default, okay? And I know you will not say no to me. So please, your top 3 books you think we should read before the end of this year.
Okay, but since the year is already ended, I will suggest a book that is not too voluminous for people to read before the end of the year. The first one is The 11th Law of Success, written by Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins wrote a book. It's not numerous. The book is called 11 Law of Success. Just 11, 10, 11, 11 law. That teach people positive mental state. And in this book, they will find real strategy that will help them to fix goals and to have positive mental state. Because positive mental state is the first step to all success. Okay. Number 2, I will suggest them Who Moved My Cheese of Dr. Spencer. This book is so powerful that you can read it maybe 20 times or 12 times a year. So all these books I'm suggesting to you, you can read it maybe in 3 or 4 days like this. In a week, you can hand 2 books, because I want you to read it before 31 December. That's why I'm suggesting book that's less than 200 or 140 pages. So Who Moved My Cheese, Dr. Spencer. It is a powerful book that will help you to change your mind and to face reality and to accept that the world is drastically changing forever. The world is changing. I don't know how to qualify it, but it's more than 1 second. Okay, in the kind of split of your hairs, everything can change. Okay, so number 1, 11 Law of Success of Tony Robbins. Number 2, it is what they call Who Moved My Cheese. And number 3, the third one I want to suggest them is become the person you really want to be. That's written by Dr. Robert Schooler. Become the person you really want to be. Become the person you dream to be. Dr. Robert Schooler. His name is Dr. Robert Schooler. And this book also will help you to know what you really want for your life. Because they said that become the person you dream to be, the person of your dream, okay? So if you read this book of Dr. Robert Schooler, you will see some Bible verse there that can even help you, because Dr. Robert Schooler was helping a lot of churches in USA and around the world. So this book is very powerful and it can help. So the books are numerous, but these 3 books, you can read it before 31 December.
Beautiful. 11 Laws of Success by Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer. And become the person
you dream to be.
Fuller. You dream to be. Beautiful. We are going to post these books on our WhatsApp platform so that we can all see them on the WhatsApp platform. Then we could find our ways to the bookshops and quickly buy the art copies.
So there are a lot of books in Nigeria.
Absolutely. You know, Coach Simon, this afternoon when I did a notification about this meeting, our mutual friend in Tanzania, Messi, I think she's on the call today. She said to me, oh, my regards to Coach Simon. I said, no, she has gone to join us today and she should say hello to you. I don't, Messi, are you there? How are you? Now, Coach Simon is there. You want to say hello to Coach Simon?
From Tanzania, right?
Yes, from Tanzania. I hope Messi is not one of those people that join the WhatsApp training like this, and they will just join and just go under their duvet.
Hi, Abioye. Hi, Simon.
Hello, Messi. How are you?
I am good, Simon. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm fine. How's life in Tanzania?
You recommended I read 11 Laws of Success.
Great.
I'm going to read that.
Thank you so much.
It's nice to see you.
Great.
Thank you, Abioye.
Thank you, Messi. You know, before I ask my final question today, for those of us that have questions for Coach Simon, you do me a favor. If you have a question and you would like to quickly have those questions addressed, just raise your hand. You know, I'm not saying you should raise your hand in your homes right now. I mean digitally. You know, don't mind me, just kidding. Okay, please just indicate. Okay, just indicate, and let's see your hands. Then we can quickly take those questions. So if you have a question or you have questions for Coach Simon, this is your golden opportunity to quickly ask. And it's very powerful when we ask questions because it helps us to deepen our knowledge, okay? Thank you so much, Zonga. Zonga was so generous. He was able to write the books as recommended by Coach Simon. That is fantastic. Thank you. Let me check if anybody asks any question. So if you have any question, or what will you say has been your top learning points today, okay? I will encourage you to just type it out, your top learning points today. Kolawole Lunge said, working action that will make what you have written, read, and visualize come to reality. Absolutely, absolutely, you know. And you know, there is one phrase that Coach Simon used that I find very striking. When he said that you attract what you act, okay? Because when we take actions towards our aspirations, the universe conspire in our favor. The universe conspire in our favor, and we start getting results. And people will be wondering, and they will say you are lucky. No, it's because you've been very consistent. You've been failing forward. I know, and Coach Simon started by asking us a very simple but deep question, okay? He said, have you failed up to 1,600 times? Okay, have you failed up to 1,600 times? Most people give up after second, third attempt, forgetting that typically is the last key that typically opens the door. That your next action might just be what will give you that breakthrough you are desirous of. And that is why constant personal development is key. Belonging to a community like ours, the Project 40, where on a monthly basis, 26th of every month, we meet to refine ourselves. Because even though I'm the host and the initiator of this program, I've learned so much today. Okay, you need to see my notes. Okay, you can even barely read my note because sometimes when I take note, I take my note as if I'm drawing. You know, then I will go back later to to amplify and broaden it into, most times, into an article. Okay, it's in an article. So I want to encourage everyone, as you read those three, every chapter, do a summary of it, turn it to a newsletter, okay, and post it on your social media, on your blog, and that simply gives you more value for the effort you are putting into reading those books. So now, Coach Simon, I know you said already that you are like 4 years ahead of us. Okay, it's a great concept. All right, you know, and and I can testify to what Coach Simon said. Coach Simon, when I was 30, okay, I visualized my life at 40. Okay, when I was 30, I visualized my life at 40. So inside of me, I started living 10 years ahead, and I called it Project 40, which is why we are all here today, as a matter of fact.
Yes, yes.
So it's powerful. And I'm so grateful that you amplify that today. For those of you, if you are 25 years, create Project 30 for yourself. Okay, if you are 35, you are 32, just create a project for yourself that when I'm 35, when I'm 45, even when I'm 55 or 65, because I know some of us were over 40, we're on this call, it's okay. And this Project 40 is not only for people below the age of 40, not at all. 40 is just a symbol. If you are below the age of 40, what Project 40 is simply telling you that you've got to achieve greatness by 40 or before 40. If you are above 40 and you've not gotten to where you want to be, is a reminder and a positive push, you knowing that 2 years well spent can transform your life. Okay, so Coach Simon, as I wrap up today, okay, 2023, it's very key, and it's just some few 30-something days away from us. All right, and a whole lot of us want to achieve more in 2023. Trust me, everybody on this call today wants to achieve more in 2023. That is why they are on this call. There is nobody on this call today that is a joker. Okay, there is nobody at all. They are either entrepreneurs, workplace professionals, people that have dreams, that have the capacity to change the world. You know, you said something. If your dream cannot change the world, you are just having nightmare. Okay, your dream must have the capacity to change the world. You know, your dream must not be individual. Advice on how best we can set a 2023 goals that we can achieve at the end of the day. So how will you advise us to set our goals for 2023?
Thank you so much. That means that we African, I don't know a country, a single country of Africa where all people got good education. I'm sorry. If I take big Nigeria, you are more than 200 million people. How many of them have been at school? How many of them can read and write? If you come in Burkina Faso, we are around 21 million people. If I give you the number of people who can write their name, they're minimum. And today, we are able to handle conversation meeting in Zoom. How many Nigerians can have conversation in Zoom? How many Nigerians have smartphone? They are not numerous, more numerous than those who do not have. So in everywhere in Africa we go, we will see that we are more blessed because we have had the chance to go to school to know how to read and write. And today, what are we doing with this knowledge that we think that is not big? Maybe we were supposed to be at Harvard or Princeton. No, you don't need to be at Harvard or Princeton or Yale to change something around you. And personal goals is not a goals. Humanitarian goals is a goal. Because your personal goals, God will never help you to carry out your personal goals. Because your personal goals include buying a car, building your houses, and getting married and get children. This is personal goals. And for your personal goal to come true, you have to fight alone to carry out your personal dream. But if you want God to have a look on your vision, if you want God to send heaven the angel to help you in your dream and your goals, you have to be sure that this goal is not selfish goal, that this goal is a goal that if it's come true, it will help more than one people, that more than yourself. But most of people set goals for themselves. I want car. Will you take everyone with your car? No. I want to build my dream house. Okay. Will everybody enter in your house? No. Why God will come to help you to have something that will not be profitable to other people? God will never come to help you to have your selfish desire things. If you are selfish people, go to fight for yourself and you will get your selfish thing as your car in your house. But if you want to invite God in your project, this project have to be big. God have to be sure that if God help you to carry out your dream, this dream must help thousands of children, thousands of widows, thousands of young old people, thousands of people who have less position than yours. So your dream must include minimum 1,000 other people, except your wife and your children. Your goals must include minimum 1,000 people. I say minimum. If your goals include to give a better life to minimum of 100 people, you don't need to invite God. God will come in your project. So for selfish reason, you will go to church every Sunday, but God will not come to help you to carry out selfish dream. So for my advice or my teaching for you to set vision for 2023, in one word, this vision must be big. If your vision is big, you don't need to call God. God will come by himself to your dream. So here is the first step to set your goals. Your goals have to be big enough, more than your needs. And secondly, be true to your goals. If you want to be a best swimmer, spend your time near a swimming pool. Spend your time near a water if you really want to be a best swimmer. But if you set goal to be a best swimmer and spend your time in playground of basketball, that means you are lying. Okay? You have to look like your goals. I don't know what you want to do or what you want to have, but please look like your goals. You want to become a billionaire? If people see you passing on the street, they have to think that you have this billion by seeing how you dress yourself, what kind of book you read. You do not have this billion or this $1 million you want, but your behavior must let people think that you already have this money because you have good friends, you are among good people who talking positive project, your way of dressing yourself. If you say people you do not have money, they will say, oh, go, you are lying. You have to look like your dream. That's great.
Beautiful. You know, sometimes people ask me for money and I say, oh, sorry, I wish I could really help you, but I'm not very liquid now. So Abioye is wicked. Abioye doesn't want to support, you know, because I look so much like my goals, trust me. And I'm so glad you are re-emphasizing this today. You know, you said so much in few minutes. I wish you yourself, Coach Simon, I wish you could listen to yourself tonight You can watch a replay of this. You will learn so much from yourself.
Okay, thank you.
By just listening to yourself. I'm serious. You know, sometimes we learn even deeper when we learn from ourselves, when we listen to ourselves. You know, because you said some things that I find very striking. And let me quickly reemphasize for those that were under the duvet and just quickly woke up now. You know, now you said something that God will not help you to achieve your personal goals. Personal in quotes now. You know, what Coach Simon is simply trying to was telling us there is that your goal, okay, must be the one that uplifts others. Okay, your goal must be connected to a lot of other people's goals. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of destinies are tied to our ability to take actions. Most of our inactions, we are killing other people's destiny. You will not know. That's why I said earlier, when you start taking actions, the universe will conspire in your favor. There's a reason why the universe will conspire in your favor, because that business you set up, employed, you are simply helping them to refine their destiny, and you are taking them to where they really want to be. Okay. And Coach Simon said that we must set humanitarian goals. Okay. I call it a very high social impact goal. So our goals must be goals that have the capacity to touch as many lives as possible. Like Jim Rohn said, service to many leads to greatness, great respect, great recognition. So we've got to look for people we intend to serve in 2023. Okay, so when you are setting your goals, okay, like Coach Simon rightly said, we need to ask ourselves certain questions. How many lives will this my goal achieve or touch? Okay, and of course, Coach Simon said that we must create big vision, okay, and we must be true to our goals. Because when you set your goals, there are certain new associations you need to form. Okay, so it's very important that we stay true to our goals and be around the right association that will help us, the right network that will help us achieve those goals of ours. And he says something striking. We must look like our goals. Okay, on paper, you set a goal that you want to achieve greatness and so on. And every day you walk on the streets, you step into your office, you look so dejected, you look so depressed, you know, you keep talking to people about your problems. Let me tell you a very open secret, ladies and gentlemen. People don't like to do business with people that have problems. Very unfair, right? People don't do business with people that have problems. All right. So as you set your goals, you need to promise yourself that you are going to keep your problems to yourself. You're going to ensure that you don't put your problems on your face. All right. You've got to look like $1 billion every time of your living space. So Coach Simon, thank you so much for being part of this edition today. Okay, I would just want you to just give us your final set of advice, set of words, you know, and as you give those advice, bear in mind that people listen to you are business owners. Some of them are workplace professionals. Some of them, they have some small businesses by the side. And of course, they are all absolutely hungry for greatness. Some of them, we have people on this call, they are great already, but they just want to sustain their greatness and be more. So Coach Simon, your final word of advice on this very edition today.
Thank you so much, Doctor. And my final word of today is I will be talking about environment, okay? Environment is very, very important for us to grow. You know, we are in Burkina, and if you go to Ivory Coast and take cocoa, and come to plant here, the tree will be suffering. That means that we are like tree. There are some trees growing near water. There are some trees that need desert. So as we are like tree, I want you to find a place where people around you will be helping you to grow. Because sometimes our environment is not good. You know, when someone born, if you born in Manhattan in New York, you don't need a lot of course to teach you how to think big, because you born in a place where everything is big. You born in Manhattan, look at skyscrapers everywhere. You start thinking big naturally. But you and me, we have been born in somewhere where building a house is like a luxury. You see, that's why we have to find environment, find people who are talking success every time. When I saw lifestyle hopes, I came to my friend doctor, and I've seen his plan, how he dreamed to build his houses. I was so excited and happy because he's dreaming big, and the environment was so nice. Even if this morning I was talking to my wife that I will have my house in Abuja, because I really love it. This morning I was talking that I have to have one of my house in Abuja because I love the city. But I went to Abuja and they took me in great environment. That's mean in my last word, please find friends, find people who really want to succeed. And among your 3 or 4 friends, do your best to have 3 friends whose dreams are bigger than your dream. Sometimes you need friends who dreams bigger than you to lift you up. But if you are only one big dreamer among all people around you, the summary of your dream is gonna become small dream. I want you to dream big is first, but secondly, associate yourself with people whose dreams are maybe biggest than yours. You will see that you're growing fast. You will grow fast. This is my last word. I really love you. I hope we will see one day face to face and share vibration and share our frequencies, our energy together. But with the magic of Zoom, the world is changing, technology is growing. We were able to be talking like this and sharing what we know. I've learned from you too. I have learned from Doctor, and I'm so happy. And together, we African, it's time for us to get together. It's time for us to stop talking about Nigerian, Ivorian, Burkinabe. It's time for us to start talking about African, because it's our time. Only our union, only the fact we will put our head together will make our continent strong, will make our continent power again. I say again, but because we were powerful and we have to become powerful. Thank you so much.
Wow. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Simon. Thank you. Please, dear friends, Coach Simon, if you are to engage him to come and coach you, you're going to pay him in serious hard currency in US dollars. But he's selflessly share his knowledge with us today, you know, and I'm glad Jinta is on the call today, because I got to meet you as a result of Jinta's invitation to the Ivory Coast, you know, and on behalf of everyone today, please, before Coach Simon leaves, please help me to drop. Thank you, Coach Simon. Please, let's thank him. You know, let's thank him. Coach Simon, we are planning a big physical event in Abuja in January. You know, I'm going to talk to you about it. I will look at your schedule and see the possibility of us bringing you for this large physical event in Abuja. It promises to be a good one. So we'll send you an official invitation to that effect. So thank you so very much, everyone, for being part of this. So let me just quickly give us, thank you. Please keep keep helping me to thank Coach Simon so that when I invite him the next time, he will come.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you, every one
Yeah.
of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
Now,
you.
let me quickly do a summary of everything we've discussed in the past 15 minutes. Okay. It is important that we live ahead of our time. It is very important that we start living 5 years ahead of others. That always gives us a very unfair advantage over others, okay? And it is very important that we create dreams, aspirations that can impact other lives so that God will come. Our goals, once our visions are bigger than us, then God will come to uplift us because God will send to you vision helpers, vision partners, okay? Because every great vision will attract support, will attract help, okay? So I want to encourage you as you set your 2023 goals, ensure that those goals are bigger than you. Ensure, like Coach Simon has advised us, your goals for 2023 must have the capacity to make thousands of people become millionaires. All right. So in summary, let me give you 5 summary of everything. Number 1, celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins. So what that means that as you are trying to end 2023 strong, okay, sorry, as you are trying to end 2022 strong, okay, do a reflection. Okay, there is something you've achieved this year and you must be grateful for it. There is nobody is empty. Nobody is empty. There is always something you've achieved. The problem is that most of us were just not very grateful. Okay, so celebrate the little wins you have already for 2022. Okay, and you will see how you will drift towards even achieving more before the end of the year. Okay, then number 2, like Coach Simon rightly advised us, we've got to introspect, we've got to reflect, we've got to meditate. Okay, so you've got to introspect about everything that had transpired this year. What were the things you did right? What were the errors you made? What were the things you should have done better? What were the relationship you lost in 2022? What can you do to get these relationships back? It is very important you introspect. Then you reflect about actions that you can take. Like Coach Simon said, when we act, we attract results. When we act, we attract results, okay? Then you meditate. Meditation changed my life because when you pray, you talk to God. But when you meditate, you listen to God and you learn more. When you see the way we've listened to Coach Simon today, we've learned so much in the process, okay? And of course, number 3, we've got to reappraise our goals and aspirations and create a 2023 roadmap for greatness. And Coach Simon gave us 5 tips we can leverage upon. So I encourage you to please focus on those 5 tips that Coach Simon has given us, then use those 5 tips to create a winning roadmap for 2022. Then be deliberate about what you want, okay? And that is what Coach Simon rightly said. He said, be true to your goals. You've got to be deliberate about what you want. Then, of course, the final advice I want to give to you, as inspired by everything that Coach Simon has said to us today, is that every one of you listening to me today, I beg you, please ensure you do this. You'll be delighted and be proud of yourself by 31st of December if you can do this. Before the end of the year, you've got to set a date. You should set a date tonight. Set a date tonight for a 3 days personal retreat before the end of the year. You've got to take yourself on a 3 days personal retreat that you will not go out, you will not see anybody. If you have to isolate yourself, isolate yourself. Okay, read certain books, certain useful short articles, create a plan for 2023. You can only do this when you retreat. Okay, retreating simply means you take a back stage, okay, and you create an atmosphere that can help you reflect. If you're for nannies, okay, especially the kids a year and above, look for people that can help you take care of your kids and in 3 days, isolate your 3 days. Plan how well you will have. What's your Instagram page so that all of us on this call can follow you? Because I want everybody to follow you. Maybe you help us type it on the chat column, your Instagram ID, and of course, with your name, we can easily search for your YouTube channel.
Thank you, thank you. Goodbye, and see you next time.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, and I really want to encourage you, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is the Abioye OK. And of course, and follow me and be part of what I call spontaneous knowledge. Sometimes I just get a rema, and all I do is I just go on my social media and post it so that people can also benefit and learn from it. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. I look forward to be back again next month, which is December. And in December, I'm working very hard to bring another great speaker our way in December. You've never heard him speak on this platform before. Some of you've never heard him speak the way he will be speaking to us next month. So I'm still trusting God that his schedulers will be able to confirm to him that indeed he can appear on our next edition. But I'll keep us posted. So I wish you all greatness. Thank you so very much for being part of this edition today. God bless you. And I look forward to seeing every one of us on the top. God bless. Bye for now.